Imagine walking into a room and instantly feeling invisible.
You scan the crowd, and your eyes naturally drift upward, not to the ceiling, but to the guys who tower over you.
They don't have to speak to command respect. Their presence is physical, undeniable, and immediate. Now look at yourself. You feel compressed. You feel like you're taking up less space than you deserve. The world tells you this is just the hand you were dealt. They say that the moment you turned 18, the biological door slammed shut. They say your growth plates are fused, your skeleton is set in stone, and hoping for anything else is delusional. They are wrong.
Most people treat their bodies like a statue, something that is carved once and then sits there, gathering dust. But your body isn't a statue. It is a machine that adapts to the stress you put on it. If you understand the biological mechanisms of bone remodeling, you realize that height is a variable you can manipulate. We are going to talk about how to literally force your frame to expand.
The first concept you need to burn into your brain is Wolff's Law. This states that bone in a healthy person will adapt to the loads under which it is placed. If loading increases, the bone remodels itself to become stronger.
Now, how do we weaponize this for height? You have to introduce microfractures. You aren't trying to break your legs. You're trying to create microscopic fissures in the shin bone through high-impact intensity. When these heal, the bone calcifies and lengthens slightly.
To replicate this, you need explosive, high-impact stress. We are talking about maximum intensity sprinting, not on a treadmill, but on concrete. You need to sprint until your lungs burn and your shins feel that deep, dull ache. That ache is the signal. But stressing the bone is useless if you don't have the materials to build it back up. This brings us to the chemical engine of growth, IGF-1 and human growth hormone. Most men today are walking around with the hormonal profile of an 80-year-old because of sugar and blue light. You need to enter a state of famine to trigger the growth response. This means intermittent fasting. When you fast, your body panics in a good way and spikes your growth hormone to preserve muscle and bone density. However, the most critical window for this is sleep. HGH is released in pulses during deep, slow-wave sleep. You need to sleep like a caveman. Pitch black room, cool temperature. If you aren't waking up feeling like you've been in a coma, you aren't sleeping deep enough to grow. Now, let's talk about the hidden height that you are currently losing every single day due to gravity crushing your spinal discs. Most guys have weak, compressed spines and forward head posture that robs them of 2 inches.
You need to decompress. You need to hang. Every day, find a pull-up bar, strap your hands in if you have to, and just hang. Let the weight of your lower body pull your vertebrae apart. Combine this with stretching to open up the anterior chain. When you open your chest and decompress your spine, you are physically lengthening the distance between the base of your skull and your tailbone.
Finally, you have to fuel the machine. You need calcium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. You cannot build bone, the hardest tissue in the body, out of salad and soy. You need nutrient-dense primal foods. There is a psychological component to this as well, status height. It's how you hold the frame you have. Shoulders back, chest out, chin parallel to the floor. You can gain massive ground by simply occupying your space. This protocol isn't for the weak. It takes a refusal to accept the average. But look at the alternative. The alternative is staying exactly where you are, looking up at the world. Don't let the skeptics tell you your biology is finished. Your biology is waiting for a command. Give it the command to grow. If you are ready to take complete control of your physiology and stop accepting the limits they placed on you, hit that subscribe button. We are just getting started. Go find a pull-up bar and hang until your grip fails. Do it now.